Alright, so it's time to take on the Swine, with a Swine god, I believe. So you might be wondering why multiple party members are very high on stress all of a sudden, and 3 of them are currently, 4 of them are in therapy right now, basically. 3 of them are afflicted. What happened is, I've already beaten the game. I went and I killed the last Swine boss and the last Hag boss, only to realize at the end that I wasn't recording the video. So I was flipping out, of course, because I'm like, this happened twice in 1 week. First the thing crashes on Bloodborne, and now I lose footage on Darkest Dungeon. Do I have to? And they're both auto-saving games, so I'm like, do I have to start Darkest Dungeon all the way from the beginning? Oh god. What actually happened, thankfully, is I was able to reload. I was able to right-click on the folder that contains the save on Windows, and roll back the save like 2 days. And so, ta-da! And now those bosses aren't dead anymore, so I can go fight them again, and that's great. The bad news is, a little bit, besides the fact that I've now seen it before, so it's a little less scary, is the fact that I had to refight the Necromancer boss, because I rolled back before that. So, this time I was less lucky during the Necromancer boss. I happened to touch something as Lord Verd, and Lord Verd, literally in the first turn, before even fighting a single thing at the beginning of the dungeon, was already at maximum stress, and he just continued to shower Sosny, Serene, and Boss Monster with negative stress until 3 of them were afflicted. Serene didn't quite cap out. I was actually doing just fine for the longest time. Even though he was stressing, I was able to successfully maintain stress with crits. But then the final boss happened, and during the final boss, a lot of stress happened. But everyone's alive, and that's good. In fact, when I beat the game, nobody died. So I actually beat the game, and still the only person in the graveyard was Beast. So now the downside here is I'm gonna feel really bad now if I lose somebody along the way, because now I'm like, but I already did this without losing them. I guess I'm just a fuck up. Might as well upgrade the bonfire here.
Tunnels. Survival is the same. Prepare, persist, and overcome.
So when we fight the Swine god, the strategy here definitely is that he's susceptible to not poison. He's susceptible to he might also be susceptible to poison, but he's not very good against stress. And so I'm sort of redoing what I did last time before I lost the footage, or never recorded the footage, which is that I'm upgrading people's camping skills a little bit, because there are a few cool skills. Like here, Lucas has a skill named after a terrible song. Every rose has its thorn. It's a stress reduction across the entire party of 15. That's pretty goddamn good. That's like the Vestral stress reduction that only affects religious people, except this affects everybody because it's the power of music. So Lucas, basically I'm going to bring all my bleeders, so it's going to be Lucas, Kerbal, Knackle, and then my spare healer right now is Ballot, so they're going to be the one coming along. I'm just going through and picking out what we want to do for skills. I should probably give her wound care, just so she has the opportunity to heal someone if we need to. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. It's good to buy a 4th skill for as many characters as possible, just to have more options, because you can equip, I believe you can equip 4 at a time. I assume that's the cap, because that's the cap on your other skills. So not having 4 is kind of a wasted slot, which I unfortunately have ignored most of this game, but I've had reasons. But unfortunately there's really good stuff here. So like this one, Captain Kerbal, a spell that is 10% crit. That's kind of a big deal. Like Plan to Takedown is pretty cool. Where is that? Oh wait, that's the other character. You have Battle Trance. Accuracy and then bonus damage against large monsters, that's pretty cool. 10% crit. Pretty fucking crazy. I haven't used that all game. Granted, the character's pretty badass on their own right. But, and there's other skills here, like, Reject the Gods. You say the gods aren't real, so you de-stress in the moment, but then everyone else flips out a little bit. Kind of a dick move, dude. It's kind of like when the leper takes his mask down. Knackle, what do you have? I actually don't remember what I picked for you last time. Gallows Humor, same thing. Reduce stress of self, but increase stress of your allies. This one's way worse, though, because... Wow, why would you do this? Oh, it's a proc. I misread this last time around, which you guys haven't seen, but... Okay, this uses like half your time, and it reduces your stress by 25, and it will probably reduce your allies' stress by 20, but might increase it by 10. So it basically comes down to whether or not they get your joke. That's actually a really powerful stress reduction skill if you're lucky, which you might not be. I'm gonna go for improved scouting chance, because the whole reason I bring this the highway we've been around is for his high scouting, because I bring these 20% scouting chance trinkets with him. So having the 30% boost means he'll just be spamming the map and immediately know exactly where we need to go. Did Kerbal already go? Kerbal already trained. Lucas already trained, right? Yeah. So we're all trained up. And we're gonna let the rest of our money sit for now, and we could potentially use it later. And I'm just gonna get started on this mission right here. All right. Swine God.
The great thing I had managed to bring through was brutish and stupid. Moreover, it required prodigious amounts of meat to sustain itself. But this was only a trifling concern. After all, I had a village full of it.
Alright, good to know. So these maps are randomized, because this is a different map than I got last time I did this run. So my strategy here is to bring Knackle along, have him really rapidly scout out exactly where the Swine King is, and then my 3 bleeder characters are just going to spam bleeds on him as fast as possible to try to take him down. I'm using a strategy that I started using last run, which is you'll see I'm really over-prepared. I have 2 stacks of torches, 2 stacks of food, 2 keys, 4 shovels, and I also brought antidote, medicine, and bandages. Basically, the last thing I want to do, since I have so much money and not that many upgrades to spend them on, I'd feel really bad if I lost a character just because I didn't buy enough supplies. We're gonna go ahead and use a torch on this thing, because we found out that if we use torches on scrolls, they usually reduce. I think it usually removes, or might even be guaranteed to remove, a negative quirk. Sickly quirk removed. Alright, now she's no longer extra susceptible to being sick. I believe that would have been good to use holy water on, but I didn't bring that. I specifically brought supplies that help me survive.
The match is struck.
So hopefully this will be empty and we'll scout. No scout, really? Okay. Come on, Knackle, you have 1 job. What's that? That's gross. Don't touch that. Oh, and we have combat. We have a beast and an unholy. They both are susceptible. Nope. The beast is the flesh eater is susceptible to basically nothing. Ghoul is susceptible to all sorts of things, but not stuns so much. I'm gonna say, let's just stack as many attacks as we can on the flesh eater as fast as possible, just to get one of them out of here as soon as we can. I can't really stun him, can I? But I also don't really have attacks right now. Let's see. Your preferred positions here. Can you not? What can you not attack? Oh, you can't use open vein from the back row. Okay. I was tempted to move ballot box to the front because of. Oh wait, hand of light. That's not the skill I thought she had. Oh well. Spamming stuns because it has a slight chance of success. Nope. Thought I'd give it a shot. Wow. Lucky crit right off the bat. I'm gonna have to end you now. Shame on you. Think you're allowed to do that in front of me? Don't you dare. What can I do with the Dirk Stab? Not really much. Versus Slice Off. If I'm lucky, he'll bleed. Oh, he actually is bleeding now. Not that much though. But if I do a little AoE damage with Knackle, he might die at the beginning of his next turn. Don't do that. No, that's not a nice thing to do. Also, stop reducing my torch, dick. Alright. If I do Grape Shot Blast, he'll take 4 to 7, which will make him die from bleeding, and I can do damage to the back guy too. That seems like a good strat. 7. Wow, yeah, he's dead next. So now we're just gonna focus on the back guy as much as possible. Start stacking those bleeds. He's also more likely to be stunned than the previous character was. So we're in a better situation all around. This is a scary party for bleeds. Oh, dodge unsuccessful. Wait, why did I do that? I should have healed. That was a mistake. Oh well, we'll just try to end him real quickly. We're gonna try to bleed him out real quickly like. Alright, please heal Lucas up. That was a stupid mistake to not heal. They're not in the best situation to be trying to bait. 16 hit points, wow. 16 bleed. Not enough to finish them off, but it was close. We're definitely going to need the de-stressor when we get to town. I might be using Gallows Humor and Every Rose Has Its Thorn if I need to, but I'd rather have certain positive buffs. It's easy to get a lot of stress in these higher level dungeons, so my goal is to find the boss as fast as possible if I can. There we go. It finally procced. Okay, alright, so he finally procced and we got to explore like half the dungeon in one turn. Let's see. The goblet room is always a fight, I believe, so we're gonna go for the treasure room, which is also always a fight, but it doesn't have a fight on the way there. I want to have as few fights as possible and just get to the boss as fast as possible because I just want to be in the best possible fighting shape when we get there. That's like the whole. That's my whole approach to this situation.
Are often low on supplies.
Go ahead and eat. It's fine. I'm overstocked for that exact reason. Yeah, a clean kill on the boss is the entire objective here. This is not a loot run. This is not for profit. Should I be grape shot blasting? It does some damage, but single targeting them down is probably more effective. Especially this guy doesn't have very much hit points actually. 11 damage. He might bleed out. 4. Yep, he's dead. All right, that guy's dead already. One turn. There we go. Good job. Look at him bleeding all over the place. Yes, he did. All right, I'm going to get on top of those single target heals that I fell behind on earlier. The more I cap people off right now, the less I have to worry about. Oh wow, am I gonna one shot this guy? Nope, that's a low roll. And he resisted the bleed. Uh-oh. Alright, so if I AoE, back guy should die, and middle guy should get a bleed. If we're lucky. There we go. So the back guy has 2 bleed per round. Oh wait, is that too low? Does he have 3? He does have 3 hit points. God damn it. You just gotta play me that way, don't you? Okay. Well, Grape Shot will finish him off. Or it won't. I got just the best luck today. Kicking so much ass. My goal is to try to heal people up as much as possible during this fight, if I can. Because I don't want to spend my time camping for heals. I'd preferably use it, let's yelp. Oh, come on. Nothing's making contact today. That's pretty crazy. Alright, well this guy's gonna die from his bleed now, so I don't have to worry about him anymore. He just lasted one turn longer than I wanted him to. That guy's going down. Let's go for single target on Lucas. If everyone's healthy, we can take down the boss pretty easy. Because the Swine King's pretty susceptible to bleed. Oh, these fuckers are applying damage faster than I can take it off.
Give them no quarter.
Maybe if I can get them down to just the drummer, we'll be in a better shape. I'm already working on the Thunderer. I should probably finish him off first. Maybe we should focus fire on this guy. If we take out the Slayer as fast as possible, we could focus on, let's see. Take out the Slayer as fast as possible, and we could take advantage of the Thunderer being around as a cheap way of healing ourselves up for a bit. For at least a turn or so. That son of a bitch. Don't stun us. Okay, no stun. That's not what happened. How much damage does Yelp do? A surprising amount of damage. Oh, this guy's taking 6 per round. Oh shit. Not an effective strategy. He's gonna stay alive, unfortunately. Alright. He's gonna die from the bleed, so I can't really keep him alive. I already applied too much to him, so let's try to stun if I can. Just to prolong the fight. Yeah, there we go. We stunned the front guy. That's handy. Alright, single target heal on Lucas. When it's Lucas's turn, I'll remove the bleed. Wait, did I forget to remove his bleed last turn? I may have forgotten to remove that before.
A faint hope blossoms.
Let's get rid of the next bleed at least. That's the unfortunate part of let's try to debuff the enemy to make him less likely to hit. Oh, didn't work. The unfortunate part of having so many loot runs where I don't have supplies is I don't have the reflex built. Not reflex is probably not the best thing to call it, but I don't have the instinct to sit there and use those skills to keep myself alive. So like I forget to consider the fact that I have supplies in my inventory. Unfortunately, the same thing happened during my previous run. Unfortunately, stop it! I'm trying to cap myself off, you fuckers. You're just being mean now. I'm gonna take aim because I'm wasting a turn to heal a bit. Yelp. Please get stunned. Nope, no stun. Trying really hard to prolong this fight by making him not likely to hit me or stunned. I'm taking aim so hard right now, you don't even know. How big are his numbers? Not that great. Ding! How debuffed is he? Minus 20% accuracy. Yeah, you're attacking the wrong guy if you want to land a blow with that level of accuracy. There we go. We're getting pretty close now. He's gonna get killed by our debuffs pretty soon here. Let's see. Take aim. This is cheesy as fuck, but I'm trying to get out of a AoE heal because everyone needs hit points now. There we go. One more AoE heal and we'll pretty much be done. I'm spamming stun even though it doesn't matter anymore. How low is my damage now? 60% down. Blam. Yeah, he's resisting my effects. I'm taking aim so hard right now. 24% accuracy, 27% crit. Holy shit. He can't even shoot him is the funny part. Because his, I'm pretty sure his gunshot attack doesn't work against the front row, unfortunately. So yeah, this is what you might call a cheesy tactic that is kind of breaking the game. But I'm going to use it. Because I want to use my, when I go to camp, I want to spend all my time on, I want to spend all my time buffing my characters, not healing them with wound care and stuff like that. Unfortunately, he's got a, his chance of hitting is not down right now, and he's not stunned. He's probably going to get a hit on us right now, which is not great. It's about as captured we're going to get. Let's just try to finish him off. Oh, I can't do any attacks from here. Well, I guess I'll just try to stun again. It dodged. Unfortunately, I put myself in a situation where our Hellion can't even attack properly. Alright, bleed? You'll probably die from this. Oh, how big is the bleed? 4 per round. Alright, he's dead. That's good. Ding! I crit you with music! Critical music. Hey, and that restored some of our sanity. That's good. More AoE heal. Now we should be completely capped off, and this guy should die from bleed. So that, yeah,
as the enemy crumbles.
Doesn't usually happen, but something went exactly as planned. Let's use a key. Hidden compartment. I don't really need food. Sapphire is handy though. Let's see, what do I want to get rid of for Sapphire? Look at the map. I can't look at the map. I'm pretty sure there's no obstacles between me and our objective, so I'm gonna get rid of the shovel. Because I don't think we need the shovel. I could use those busts. I could use those busts more than I could use a little bit of gold, honestly. Oh, citrine. Fuck that. Get out of here. Worthless. Alright. Dropping everything else on the floor. Yeah, we've already scouted ahead, so we know that there's no... Wow, we pretty much finished scouting the whole map just now, didn't we? There's like the bottom left corner, I think. Yeah. So there's no obstacles between us and our target besides besides a little trap, so... I feel confident getting rid of our shovels, since our whole goal is just to get the mission.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Quick de-stress for the party. Alright. Bonus crit for our Hellion, because holy crap, that's a great skill. I can give someone bonus accuracy. Let's make our Hellion nice and accurate. For scouting chance, don't need that. We've already made it. Wound care. Alright, knuckle skills aren't super useful right now. So a lot of stress skills. Oh, accuracy and dodge. We'll give more accuracy to Lucas. Make him basically never get hit because his dodge is already really high. We have five left. See, Hellion still has a buff to use, right? Battle trance. Ah. Bonus accuracy and damage against large monsters, which means I unfortunately can't use every Rosehead's Thorn. That's fine. I'll take this buff over dealing with a slight reduction in stress, since the party is overall doing okay. So who still has a de-stressor? Scouting chance, less likely to be surprised. Reduce stress by 10. That's not very good, but I'll use it on Knuckle as my final action. Alright. Here we go, guys. Are we gonna get ambushed? We got ambushed. Ah. I had such good luck with this before. Oh, they rearranged my party back into the order that I would originally want them to be in. I forgot to reorganize them. That actually worked out for me. Oh, and they're shitty. They're 17 and 15 health each. That's adorable. Well, my bleed's not effective at killing them, so I'm gonna grape shot them to make the rest of the party more likely to kill with their hits. And if we're oh, come on! I just healed him. Rude. Just trying to do a bunch of AoE damage to do as much damage to the overall party as possible. Let's heal up Lucas to undo some of that effect. And we'll hopefully get to... Oh, wow. They're very mad at Lucas, aren't they? Rude. Okay. I'll show you what's up. taking dudes out. You're not giving me any blight. Bumping the night. Wow, okay, yeah, they're on focus fire mode. You've activated HOD mode. Just more. Oh no, the AoE didn't work. That's a bummer. But he'll probably get killed by the stun. Nope. But the stun was successful, so that's good. That buys us one turn. I'm gonna go ahead and single target this guy down, just to get him out of the way. And this will give us a little bit of an advantage for catching up on heals. There we go, we're pretty much capped off. Now let's just try to take this dude out. It would have been really funny if he bled. Dude, yeah, there we go. Everything went clean. Everything went a-okay in the end, except Lucas is now down 6 hit points. Not a great amount of hit points to be down, but okay. We'll get this encounter started. Alright, Knackle, don't fuck up. There we go, that should be our last thing between us and the boss. At which point, we're going to bleed the shit out of that pig. He is going to bleed like a stuck pig. Get it? Get it? That's why he has low bleed resistance, probably because of that exact phrase. You are just the nastiest. What happened to your legs? Did you ever have legs? Are your intestines falling out? Gross. The details you kind of forget over time. And of course, Wilbur immediately single targets my my weekend. Everyone's really mad at the Jester today. Everyone wants the Jester to die. So, for those that don't remember, Wilbur, if you hit him, basically wipes your party, or gets good progress towards wiping your party. It's really funny, if you look up this boss fight, you get a bunch of search results about people like, this boss is bullshit, how do you get past him? Like, that people somehow apparently do this fight without understanding the fact that that's what's happening with the god, is that he, oh god. People go somehow without ever realizing the fact that, yeah, Wilbur, you're not supposed to hit Wilbur. That's like the whole point. That's the whole gimmick of this fight. Every fight has a gimmick to figure out, and this is the most obvious one of them all, besides maybe Necromancer having summons, I guess. Let's go single target heal on to cap off Lucas, because he's about to get his face chopped off. The big, yep, there it goes. Oh, cool. He's not even out of hit points yet. That's not bad. If you can't even get him on death's door, we're okay. Uh-oh. Double marked. I'm pretty sure he has a nasty skill he does in this situation, so I'm going to swap my characters out. I think he has an ability he uses if two characters are marked next to each other that's way worse. So I'm going to separate the two so we can only target one of them. So obliterate body. Oh cool, he's attacking the more sturdy character too. That works out for me. And I'm about to wreck your shit. Ah, no crit that time. Still, our bleed's nice and high. 22 per round. He'll die in... If I stop attacking him, which obviously I won't, he'll die in like 4 rounds. So, we've basically won already. Now my goal is to just not let anyone die in the process. Which is still possible, but not likely. Mainly because this character can't do that many moves in a row. The Hag's dangerous because the Hag starts spamming attacks and has something that's constantly damaging your party members.
Well struck.
This guy's a little less dangerous. 26 per round. God damn, that bleed can stack high. And these crits are reducing everyone's stress to lower, I think lower than it was when we walked in. That's good. Get some nice high crit chance. 33% chance of critting. That is comical. And it's not critting, unfortunately. Still though. Kerbal having a crit buff on top of already having high crit items. Oh my god, I just got crit by 70. Holy shit. What?
Another life wasted in the pursuit of...
Holy shit, Kerbal just died. Our Hellion just died. We got killed by a skill that does 1 damage. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, we win, at least. Asshole. We're gonna take our shit out on Wilbur so hard for that. Oh man, I liked my Hellion. She had really good equipment on her too. I'm never getting that back. Oh well. That's a bummer. She was actually a really strong character.
How many rats will it take to gnaw through a ton of putrid
Unfortunately, that seems to be where the biggest difficulty spikes come from in this game, is that when you get a really lucky crit that just completely wipes out your party. That's how Beast died, if I remember correctly, is he took a really big crit to the face, and then someone finished him off before I got a chance to do something else. And there we just had our Hellion take 70 damage in one blow, and then immediately one-shot before I had another move. And that's unfortunate. Alright. Freeze this little shit. Wow, this guy's so vulnerable that a stunning move made him take 7 damage.
Only the strength to follow it.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey! Well, at least there's that. So our Hellion's dead, but both the items that she had on her are automatically loot, apparently. Alright, let's drop our torches so we can take these items with us. Alright, well, at least I don't have to lose these really valuable items. I can level up another Hellion, I guess. It's an excuse to filter... Kerbal, you had your chance, but at least now someone else gets to have their name show up on the game. There's been people in line for that, waiting for someone to die. It is a bummer though, because the first time I ran through this and beat the game and realized I wasn't recording, no one had died. So your blood is actually, even though it was random number generator bullshit, your blood is still on my hands. Because I fucked up. Get rid of our food we don't need anymore. There we go. Alright. The spoils are ours, and apparently there's going to be a Hellion in my next crew when I'm leveling up characters for what do we call it? The next version of Early Access. They're saying they're going to add more bosses to the game in late May. And it sounds like they're going to be adding them to the existing dungeons? So I'm not entirely sure what form that'll take, but I'll be happy to level up new characters to check it out. Wow. That might be the least heirlooms I've ever gotten as a reward. Ever. Because of how brief our run kind of was. Good amount of money, though. And Kerbal is dead. We have a new addition to the graveyard. So that's experience that's a lot of experience to regain, and it's a name that's gone forever. But at least I got the items. That's really handy. Wow, Lucas got a 5 accuracy buff. That's a great random thing to get. No stress penalty when walking backwards. That's a very minor quirk. You get very little stress from walking backwards in this game. Alright, so Serene and Verd and Boss Monster and Sosny all recovered exactly 70 stress, putting them all in a pretty safe situation. Let's go ahead and sort by level. The funny thing is, I think... Didn't Kerbal think that she was possessed by demons at some point, and then Beast was specifically like role-playing in the comments, being like pretending to be the creature that was in her head? Because that's... If so, that's actually a kind of funny outcome, that finally she would join him in the graveyard. But there we go, our second death. That really is a bummer, because my first when I played through this before, no one died, but then I of course lost the footage, and I'm like, alright, let's roll back the save, and now someone's dead, and we're just gonna have to live with that, because I'm not gonna be dishonest about people who die in these runs, just like how I stuck with the fact that those people were high stress from my redo of the Necromancer fight. Alright, so next mission's going to be the Hag Witch, which is our final boss. It's not the end of the game, because the game's not finished, so it doesn't have an end. You can just keep playing as much as you want, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop when we defeat the Hag Witch, because that's the last objective. That's the last boss fight. At that point, all you're doing is you're capping people's levels out and just grinding for the sake of grinding with no goals left in the game. So I'm gonna take her down and then just wait for the next content patch where we have new bosses of some kind, and then we'll get busy again. That'll be fun. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys, like always. I'll see you next time, where this'll be interesting. I have to do a different Hag Witch run than I did last time, because I brought Kerbal with me last time, so this might get messy, because that's a difficult fight already, and I had Kerbal last time, which helped a lot in that particular run, and she's dead, so... this'll go great. That's fine though. If people do die, well, at least I have more roster space, because we might need low-level characters to level up from scratch when the content's added anyway. Anyway, next time, guys.